A man being transported to his execution noticed something that would change everything. As he felt the raised metal surface of the transport vehicle, an idea for escape suddenly struck him. Without hesitation, he pulled out a gold coin from his pocket and aligned it with the screw slot, beginning to twist it methodically. His fellow prisoner, catching on immediately, kept a watchful eye on the guard driving up front. The two worked in perfect synchronization. Whenever the guard started to turn around, once the coast was clear, the man would resume his work on the screw. Through their flawless teamwork, they managed to remove the first screw completely. The man then passed the coin to his companion, who quickly worked on loosening the screw on the opposite side. With both screws removed, they both kicked hard against the back door, successfully forcing it open. Seeing that the guard in front remained oblivious to their activities, both men positioned their feet against the driver's seat and pushed with all their strength. The loosened cargo compartment immediately began sliding backward and separated from the main vehicle. Though his companion's face showed sheer terror as he watched the ground rushing past beneath them, the man didn't hesitate for a second. After sliding for some distance, they had successfully escaped the guard's custody. However, the handcuffs still binding their wrists presented a new obstacle to their freedom. They couldn't afford to stay put and wait. Once the police realized what had happened, the consequences would be dire. They came up with a desperate solution, carrying the several hundred-pound cargo compartment step by step across the desert. The massive weight gradually drained their energy, and worse yet, in this desolate wasteland with no water source, they soon collapsed from exhaustion and tumbled down from a high ridge. As they rolled faster and faster, the entire compartment spun 360 degrees in the air. Miraculously, they discovered a World War II-era aircraft at the bottom. Seeing the scattered tools around the wreckage, the man suddenly had a bold idea. Using the tools, they first freed themselves from their handcuffs, then ingeniously converted the abandoned aircraft into a makeshift land sailboat. By controlling the direction properly, they could quickly escape this barren desert. But their freedom was short-lived. Within minutes, police helicopters appeared on the horizon, closing in fast. In desperation, the two men quickly dove into a nearby cave opening. What they found inside left them stunned. It was a World War II ammunition depot, complete with weapons and artillery. Armed with these discoveries, they no longer feared their airborne pursuers. They immediately pushed one of the long dormant cannons to the cave entrance. The man gripped the firing rope tightly, and just as the helicopter came within range, he pulled hard. The massive recoil sent him flying several feet backward, but the shell struck the helicopter with perfect accuracy. However, to everyone's surprise, it didn't explode. The pilot smirked with satisfaction at this apparent malfunction, but in the next second,